Imagine an SUV that looks refined enough for a luxury driveway, drives with the attitude of a sports sedan, and still has the practicality to handle a family road trip. The new 2026 Mazda CX-70 is here to prove that a two-row SUV doesn't have to be boring. And with a turbocharged inline-six, available electrification, and Mazda's famous driver-focused philosophy, this could be one of the most interesting SUVs in its class. Hi everyone, welcome back to Motor Zone YouTube channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at the new 2026 Mazda CX-70, an SUV designed for drivers who want something more exciting than the average family crossover. Mazda has positioned the CX-70 as a sporty, sophisticated two-row SUV, and for 2026, the formula gets even more appealing with updated equipment, a stronger premium feel, and multiple powertrain choices. The CX-70 sits in an interesting part of the market. It offers generous space without going all the way to a three-row layout, while its long hood, athletic proportions, and rear-biased all-wheel drive system give it a character that feels very different from many mainstream SUVs. And the first thing you notice is the design. The 2026 CX-70 has a presence that immediately separates it from the crowd. Mazda has avoided the boxy, overly aggressive styling that dominates some modern SUVs and instead created something more elegant, muscular, and athletic. From the front, the CX-70 carries Mazda's familiar design language, but with a sportier attitude. The grille sits prominently between slim LED lighting elements, creating a wide and confident face. For 2026, Mazda adds gloss black emblems and black rear badges, reinforcing the darker, sportier appearance. On the turbo-preferred model, the blacked-out theme goes even further. You get a black honeycomb-style grille, black exterior details, roof rails, a rear roof spoiler, and large 21-inch black metal finish aluminum alloy wheels. Those wheels are one of the details that really change the character of the CX-70. They fill the wheel arches nicely and give the SUV a planted, premium appearance. From the side, the CX-70 looks long and athletic rather than tall and boxy. The proportions are important here. Mazda has given this SUV a long hood and a relatively sleek roofline, helping it look more like a performance-oriented crossover than a traditional family SUV. The body surfaces are clean, with carefully sculpted lines that catch the light without making the design look overly complicated. There's a sense of movement even when the vehicle is standing still. The headlights also play a major role. The LED units are slim and modern, while LED daytime running lights give the CX-70 a recognizable signature during the day. Automatic LED headlights, auto-leveling functionality, high beam control, and LED taillights are part of the equipment depending on trim. Move toward the rear and the design becomes even more athletic. The roof spoiler adds a sporty touch, while the wide rear stance makes the CX-70 look stable and confident. Black Mazda badging helps complete that modern performance-inspired appearance, and this is one of those SUVs that looks especially good from a three-quarter angle. The combination of the long hood, wide stance, large wheels, and sloping roofline gives it a visual balance that many larger crossovers struggle to achieve. But the CX-70 isn't just about looking sporty. Step inside, and Mazda's philosophy becomes even clearer. The cabin is designed around the driver, but it also focuses heavily on comfort and premium materials. The overall dashboard layout is clean and sophisticated, avoiding the button overload that you find in some competitors. Depending on the trim, buyers can get leather or leatherette seating, heated in. Ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, a heated steering wheel, power-adjustable seats, memory functions, and premium Nappa leather on higher Turbo S models. The Turbo S Premium Plus takes the luxury theme even further with quilted Nappa leather, suede-like dashboard inserts, contrasting stitching, and a two-tone leather-wrapped steering wheel. This is where the CX-70 starts feeling like something more expensive than its price tag suggests. The driver gets a 12.3-inch fully digital display, while the center of the dashboard features a 12.3-inch Mazda Connect infotainment screen. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are available, and Mazda also includes Alexa built-in for compatible functions. And for people who love their music, an available Bose premium audio system can transform the cabin into a much more immersive environment. The interior isn't just about technology, though. Mazda has paid attention to the feeling of the cabin. The seating position gives the driver a clear view of the road, the controls are positioned logically, and the materials are designed to create a more upscale atmosphere. There's also plenty of practical space. The CX-70 is a two-row SUV, so instead of adding a third row that compromises space, Mazda focuses on making the first two rows comfortable. Rear passengers get generous legroom, while the cargo area provides useful space for luggage, groceries, sports equipment, or weekend trip essentials. With the rear seats folded, cargo capacity expands significantly, making the CX-70 much more versatile. There are also plenty of storage solutions throughout the cabin, along with USB-C connections and modern convenience features. And because this is a modern Mazda, safety technology is a major part of the package. Available in standard safety systems include smart brake support, blind spot monitoring, Mazda radar cruise control, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, rear cross traffic alert, driver attention alert, vehicle exit warning, and a rear view camera. Higher trims can also add additional parking and collision-related technologies, giving the CX-70 an impressive collection of driver assistance features. But now we get to the part that could be the biggest reason to choose the CX-70 over its competitors. The driving experience. Under the hood of the standard turbo models is a 3.3-liter turbocharged inline-six engine paired with Mazda's 48-volt M hybrid boost mild hybrid system. The standard version produces 280 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque when running on regular fuel. That's already serious power for a midsize two-row SUV. But if you choose a Turbo S model and feed it premium fuel, output climbs to an impressive 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. That puts the CX-70 into a completely different performance category. The inline-six is one of the most interesting aspects of the vehicle because Mazda has chosen a longitudinal layout and a rear-biased all-wheel drive system rather than simply building another front-wheel drive-based crossover. That decision gives the CX-70 a different personality. Power is sent through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the system is designed to deliver smooth shifts while keeping the vehicle responsive when you ask for more acceleration. Press the accelerator, and the turbocharged 6-cylinder engine delivers strong, effortless thrust. Instead of feeling like a small engine working hard to move a large SUV, the CX-70 has the relaxed character of a larger performance engine. The Turbo S is especially impressive because 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque give it enough muscle for highway merging, overtaking, and spirited driving. And this is where Mazda's reputation for driving dynamics comes into play. The CX-70 doesn't try to hide its size, but Mazda has worked to make the SUV feel controlled and composed. The steering is designed to feel natural, the chassis responds predictably, and the rear-biased all-wheel drive system helps give the vehicle a more balanced character. You also get Mazda's MI drive system with different drive modes, including sport and off-road settings, allowing the driver to adjust the vehicle's behavior depending on the situation. The mild hybrid system also plays an important role. It helps support the gasoline engine and can improve efficiency in everyday driving while maintaining the smooth power delivery expected from the inline-six. Fuel economy is surprisingly reasonable considering the performance. The standard turbo models are EPA rated at 24 mpg city, 28 mpg highway, and 25 mpg combined. Turbo S models are rated at 23 mpg city, 28 mpg highway, and 25 mpg combined. So you're getting serious performance without turning the CX-70 into a fuel-hungry monster. But there's another powertrain that deserves attention. The 2026 CX-70 is also available as a plug-in hybrid. The CX-70 PHEV combines a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine with an electric motor and a 17.8 kWh battery pack. Total system output reaches 323 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque when using premium fuel. Even more interesting, the PHEV can travel an EPA estimated 32 miles on electric power alone. That makes the PHEV especially attractive for drivers who have short daily commutes but still want the flexibility of a gasoline engine for longer journeys. The PHEV also keeps the standard rear-biased I-active all-wheel drive setup and 8-speed automatic transmission, while adding EV mode and a charge mode through the MI drive system. So whether you want traditional turbocharged performance or plug-in hybrid efficiency, Mazda gives the CX-70 a surprisingly broad personality. And that may ultimately be the biggest strength of this SUV. The 2026 Mazda CX-70 isn't trying to be the biggest SUV on the road. It isn't trying to have 3 rows. It isn't trying to overwhelm you with gimmicks. Instead, it focuses on a simple idea: give drivers a premium 2-row SUV that is practical, stylish, powerful, comfortable, and genuinely enjoyable to drive. With the standard 280 horsepower inline-six, the 340 horsepower Turbo S, and the 323 horsepower plug-in hybrid, there's an option for different types of drivers. The exterior gives you presence. The interior gives you comfort and technology. And the powertrain gives you something many SUVs have forgotten how to deliver: character. For 2026, Mazda has also expanded standard equipment and refined the visual package, while pricing starts in the low $40,000 range before destination charges, depending on the chosen powertrain and trim. At the top of the range, the Turbo S Premium Plus brings the CX-70 deep into premium territory, with luxury materials and technology to match its performance. But the real question is whether all of this makes the CX-70 one of the best 2-row SUVs available. And honestly, it has a strong argument. If you want a practical SUV but still enjoy driving, the CX-70 makes a lot of sense. If you want something more distinctive than the usual crossover, it delivers. And if you want the combination of 6-cylinder power, all-wheel drive, premium interior quality, and modern electrification, Mazda has created a very compelling package. The 2026 Mazda CX-70 proves that practicality and driving excitement don't have to exist on opposite sides of the automotive world. This is an SUV for people who still care about what happens behind the wheel. And that makes it one of the most interesting Mazda models to watch in 2026. So, what do you think about the new Mazda CX-70? Would you choose the powerful 340 horsepower Turbo S, or would you go for the 323 horsepower plug-in hybrid? Let us know your choice in the comments, and if you enjoyed this review, make sure to like the video, subscribe to MotorZone, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the newest cars hitting the market. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.